Welcome back, cookies. And if you're new here, my name is Carolyn Gray, and on this here channel we discuss all things fashion with sprinkles of lifestyle and entrepreneurship. So if you like that kind of stuff, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to come back for more. On today's episode, we are discussing the topic of quiet luxury, this trend that has been hitting the runways, been hitting the streets. Everyone's talking about it. What does it really mean? What pieces do we need to fit the look and aesthetic, and maybe not really kill our bank accounts? Because quiet luxury is what it means and what it says in the word quiet luxury, like old money. That's what it's giving. Quite honestly, I kind of feel like this trend piqued interest again last year when that show The Watchers came on with Naomi Watts, and everybody was just feeling her style on this particular show. And what quiet luxury is very understated. The elevated essentials, materials that are very rare but super refined, things like that. And when I think of quiet luxury, or when we think of quiet luxury, we think of brands like Kate, The Row, Bottega Veneta, who else? Brunello Cucinelli, Loro Piana. Like, these are the brands who have the ability to create product with very rare wools. There's a specific wool, I'll put the name on here, I can't think of it, that is super rare. And Loro Piana has a coat made of this wool that is priced at almost, I think, over $30,000. So this is the Oprahs of the world, the one percenters that really wear this product. And it's like, if you know type of thing. There's no logos. And I kind of think that logo mania is starting to fizzle out a lot according to what we're seeing on the runways. You know, I think while we were on lockdown and prior to lockdown, we were really into the logos. There was a lot of collaborations happening. And then also we went into this space where we're wearing a lot of leisure items, a lot of sweatsuits, a lot of sneakers, and we're still in that space. But I think quiet luxury just takes it up a notch as far as how it feels on the body, how it feels, if it reflects the bank account. And I mean, honestly, I want the bank account that reflects the quiet luxury lifestyle. I mean, why not? It's giving Succession. That family it's a billionaire family, right? And they're wearing pieces that are so understated. Margiela t-shirts, $800 caps that look like, you know, new era, what's it called? New era New York Yankee fitteds. Like, it is something that if you know the brands, if you've seen them up close, if you touch them, if you heard the story of Brunello Cucinelli, then you would know what these people are wearing. And truth be told, Oprah been on that Brunello Cucinelli, okay? And I love her for that, because yes, Black Queen, get your quiet luxury because you got the money for it. So some items that we could really just like, okay, if we wanted to emulate the quiet luxury without breaking the bank, what are some items that really scream that? And the first thing that came to mind, as far as everything we're seeing now that's coming out, and like I told y'all on prior videos, unless you're new here, on prior videos I've covered this, where I said we're seeing designers go back to the DNA of design, to the DNA of tailoring, to appreciating the fit and the silhouette more so than gimmicky logo surrealism. There's still surrealism in the fashion industry, but I think that what we're going to see over the next couple of months and seasons is really a refinement and an appreciation for the basics of design. So when I think of what item I would first grab for if I wanted to look quiet luxe, would be like a trench coat, a statement coat, a really structured masterpiece in neutral colors. I mean, yeah, we're seeing pops of red and some lavender here and there, maybe even some periwinkle. And we're going to see a lot more like primary colors being mixed into the trends going forward. But like gray, camel, dark brown. I mean, look what YSL sent down the runway the last 2 seasons, you know. So it's having a coat that is slightly oversized but gracefully covers the shoulders and creates a little bit more of a strength look and appeal, and something that's super long too. And this is something that can go in the fall, in the winter, in the spring, and depending on the material, even in the summertime. Having a beautiful tailored coat is very quiet luxe. And I feel like my go-tos would be the trench coat that I've had for a couple of years. It's slightly oversized, but it gives a strong, bold shoulder. And it's in that camel color that just looks so luscious, and it's timeless. And that color can never go out of style. It's a timeless color. Or even this long gray jacket that I have from Studio Amelia. It's very simply designed. It's so understated, but it has like its quirks to it on how the button closures are set up. But it gives regal, it gives ease, it gives easy lifestyle, and I don't have to think too hard about what goes on underneath it, because anything it goes over, whether it's a high street item or a luxury item, it's gonna pop, you know. So definitely a strong structured statement coat. Another item that is really, you know, and I kind of feel like this particular style has really been doing well over the last couple years, and I'm so happy about it. It's not like the skinny jean that just fizzled out and just died on us, but the menswear pant, it's on point, you know. And if you get it in the right silhouette for yourself, or a beautiful fabrication or slight pinstripe, a little bit of sheen, or more of a matte material, that can really make your quiet luxury aesthetic pop. I think a good tailored menswear pant on anybody, and high waist or low waist, it can give you that aesthetic that you're looking for. I think of like the Frankie Shop pants, or honestly any brand that makes a great high waist pant that sits right below, like at the bottom of the pant leg, it sits right below your ankle bone. It goes great with a pair of pumps. It goes great with a pair of boots, ankle boots, or sneakers. It just has a lot of versatility on what you can wear as a shoe or as a top. You can pair it with a t-shirt, a button down, a sweater, a crop, anything. You know what I mean? Or just a suit jacket. And obviously suit jackets do go into this category of, you know, making the aesthetic pop. But I do feel like what we see a lot of is the menswear pant in the quiet luxury space. Another thing that is more so trending this year, but overall, like the blazer. Y'all know how I feel about blazers. If you put a blazer in front of me, I'm like, oh, I need it, and I don't. It's like a crackhead situation for me, honestly. It's a little bit of an itchiness. I feel like I cannot have enough blazers. But for this year, what we're seeing more of is cinched in the waist blazers. But at the end of the day, again, fabrication, beautiful fit at the arm, a nice fit at the waist, or if you're gonna do oversized, it doesn't look like it's just swallowing you whole. And it's in different neutral colors that can go with everything in your wardrobe, no matter what you have on. So definitely a solid blazer, but for this year, we are leaning in a little bit more with the cinched in blazers, or blazers that have a quirky detail like an open back. We're seeing a lot of that this season. I'm really excited because, you know, it gives a little bit of difference, a little bit of funkiness. I mean, I'm going to keep all the blazers I've ever had. There might have been like one or two that I gave up in the closet sale, and I regretted it. And I still regret. I'm not letting go of none of my blazers. Moving along. Another thing to keep your eye on when buying items that you want to look luxe in is no logo. Like, this is not a trend for the logo hoes, and I get it. Listen, we've been on this like high, wearing baseball caps with Celine, Balenciaga, Fendi, like everything. And I mean, listen, like the Jacquard Fendi print, like I don't think that will ever go out. It's not because that's their thing. The Louis Vuitton monogram, no, that's their thing. That's gonna stay. But like bold logo all up in your face all the time, it's giving new money, and it's not giving quiet luxury. So be careful when buying items that are so loud with logo or identification of its brand, because it cheapens the quiet luxe look. So no logos. Okay, check. And I've said this before, you know, if you really want to look, I have a butler type of look, wearing monochromatic outfits is the easiest route to get there. I mean, if you're doing all gray, if you're doing all camo, it's just something very rich about it and just easy. It's an easy styling tool or you know, format. And it just, I don't know, it's like, oh, I don't have enough time to mix and match on the colors of the wheel and all this. And I'm just like, you know, just as I was getting into doing more color in my life, I just feel like the Quiet Luxe space just speaks more to me, because I cannot break down colors that well for me. Like on anyone else, I get it, I can do it, I can style that person in any color. But when it comes to me, it's, I don't know, it's like I go through a mental glitch. Maybe next year, I don't know. But doing one color or a family of one color in your look, it's chef's kiss. It hits the spot, and it's just looking really effortless in these streets. And I mean, with Quiet Luxury, it's honestly, it's understated classics, it's elevated essentials, it's, you know, a crew neck sweater in merino wool, you know, and that you can get from Uniqlo at great prices, and it lasts a long time and it feel good. And then, you know, if you do got that Quiet Luxe money, then all right, go ahead and get a $4,500 sweater from Brunello Cucinelli. I don't know why I have to say Brunello Cucinelli like that every time, but it just feels better for me. If someone that's working at Brunello, they may not even be on this page at this point, but I'll get there. Because Brunello Cucinelli, I've actually met the team before when they came to speak at Neiman Marcus about their menswear collection. And I totally get it. I totally get that lifestyle, and I would love to have that lifestyle, to be able to afford that lifestyle at one point. So yes, when I see Brunello Cucinelli, it's like a song to me. Anyway, moving along, but it is understated classics in magnificent material, tailoring. We talked about this, tailoring. You can get a pair of pants from Zara and it has that annoying little gapping space on the waist, or it might be a bit too long and it's bagging up a little bit at your ankle and not in the best way. Get it tailored to you. We've said this before. When we're working with high street fashions or just regular, even luxury fashion from time to time, it's not made specifically for you and your body. We all have different body types. So it's no harm done if we have to buy an item and invest a little bit into ensuring that it tailors our body to the T. Because then when something looks like it was made for you, for your arm length, for where your ankle bone stops, or not where your ankle bone stops. What the hell does that mean? I don't know. It just came to mind. Well, don't say that anymore. Okay, I won't. Where your ankle bone is. If you like what's happening here, don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up so I know what y'all like. Okay. But yeah. It's literally just being mindful of your body, tailoring the items to you, picking the fabrications that feel good against the skin, that feel like an investment, that come in neutral tone colors. And sure, yes, there could be pops of color like red, even mixing in, I feel like metallic is a neutral, depending on what it is too. But for instance, this year, there's a lot more focus on silver jewelry. And it's not so much there's a lot of bold jewelry happening or a lot of dainty, understated jewelry, but I feel that right now we're going back, we are rebuilding arm parties on our wrists. We are looking at maybe even clip-ons, a little bit more of a costume jewelry like the drop earring from Bottega, like that type of aesthetic, or even just simple tennis bracelets or chains. I think it's very different for a lot of people right now on what types of jewelry really attract them. I think it's very individualized this year specifically, but a lot of people are leaning more towards the silver aesthetic. Mostly because, you know, it's rearing off of the Y2K trends, but also, you know, it could be platinum. It might look like it's silver, but it might be that platinum quiet luxury Monet, okay? We don't know. But the silver tones are really hitting the spot this year. And even mixing that into this aesthetic is very easy to do. So overall, I love the quiet luxe look, you know. When Mary-Kay and Ashley Olsen came out with Elizabeth and James, which was a little bit more like, it wasn't as luxe as the Row, they still made certain items within Elizabeth and James that were super affordable that gave the Row aesthetic, like some of their handbags and sweaters and things of that nature. But when they started doing the Row, I was like, ooh, they is on to something. These are very simple pieces, but they look so elevated and elegant. So I love the look of it. I really do. To me, it just makes getting dressed easier. And it also isn't, and there's nothing wrong with anything that is not quiet luxury or super in your face or is with logos or is with a lot of color. It's just my particular style feels a lot more comfortable and empowered in the quiet luxury aesthetic. Because I always see myself as getting really wealthy out here in these streets, and like people not really knowing that I'm wealthy. I mean, they know, but they don't know. And if the people that are wealthy, they know what I'm wearing, and you know, we know. It's if you know type of thing, and I like that. I want that. No shame about it. Yeah. I want that old money look, and I want old money for real. Like a whole bunch of $2 bills that just add up to $1 billion. Anyway, but yeah, I do think that this trend is on and popping. The brands, the designers are really speaking more into it, you know, coming for spring and fall seasons. And looking at these shows that are really popular, I mean, look at Succession. Look, these people, that is a messy 1% of white people show. Like, white people got problems in that bracket. And it's ghetto in there, like they're wild. It is a wild arena when it comes to that show. I'm still sifting through the 3rd season so I can catch up to the current, but it's like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I love Logan. I love Logan. He is crazy and I'm here for it. Yeah, I'm scared of him at the same time, but he's wearing that Brunello. He is wearing that Loro Piana. The only thing that I have with Loro Piana is a pair of mittens that don't even have fingers. Like, it's just like little arm warmers, but like I pull it up so it looked like a, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the only thing I got from Loro Piana and Brunello Cucinelli. And I may have gotten like a lookbook from them, and that probably. So at some point, we're gonna get there. Kate, I got some Kate pieces, and I'm here for all of them. Okay, at least I'm at the Kate level. Okay, and I like it there. The Row, not there yet. Actually, I have some pieces, but I got them on super duper sale, and ain't no shame in that either, sis. But yeah, Bottega. I feel like Bottega's it's that more attainable first bracket. Still expensive as hell, but I live there, and I live a little bit in Kate, and a tiny bit in Row, and then at some point. You know what I'm getting at. Well, that's the sum of it all. You know, at this point, I love to get some feedback from y'all. So don't forget to hit me up, meet me in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on this particular trend. If you're into it, if you are, what's it giving? What are you looking for? What's out here in these streets for you to purchase? And obviously, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I know some of y'all found me on the recommended page. Welcome. I know we're going to be seeing more of each other. So subscribe if you're feeling the vibes, because it's all right. Oh, that was a little ditty. Oh my, should I do that every episode? I think I might, if I remember, because Lord knows I can't remember shit. Anyway, I'll see y'all next episode. Bye.